Welcome students. In today's class, we are going to discuss about the endocrine system, which is a communicating system inside our body, and the endocrine glands and the secreted hormones that make up the endocrine system. The main component of the endocrine system is the endocrine gland and the chemical secreted from that endocrine gland called the hormone. So the hormone is a chemical substance. It can be protein in nature or it can be amino acid or steroid in nature. The communication between different organs of the body is maintained through the chemical messages sent by the hormones. Now it is also a communicating system, and we also know that the nervous system is also a communicating system. So what is the basic difference between the hormone communication and the nervous communication? The main difference is that the nature of the hormonal communication is chemical, but the nature of nervous communication is electrical. The hormones produce the effects gradually and long-term effect is there, but the nerves produce the effects instantaneously and it is very short-term in nature. The hormones are produced in very small quantity, and that small quantity is more than enough to bring about changes in the desired organs. How the hormone works inside the body? We have already said that the cells or the structures that are secreting the hormone is called a hormone secreting cell or a gland. As we can see in the picture, from the secreting cell, the green colored chemicals, which are the hormones that are secreted, and after being secreted from the gland, they are entering into the pink color structure, which is the blood vessel or the bloodstream or the blood capillary. Now through the blood vessel, it is going to the target organ in which it want to bring about the changes or the effects. Now upon reaching the target organ, there are some structures present on the surface of the target cell which are marked in the purple color here. They will bind the hormone and they will help the hormone to enter inside the target cell. After entering into the target cell, the hormone will bring about the desired changes in the target cell that can help the body to cope up with the altered situation or any change. There are two types of glands present in our body. One is called the exocrine gland and another is called the endocrine gland. The endocrine glands are the parts of the endocrine system because they are secreting the hormone. Exocrine glands, the main difference between these two glands is that in exocrine gland, there is no blood vessel present in which the chemical secretion enters. Instead, it is having a duct-like structure at the top portion of it through which the chemical secretion is secreted. But in case of the endocrine gland, after being secreted from the cells or the gland, the secretion, that is the hormone, is directly entering into the blood capillaries. So secretion of exocrine gland is enzyme, but secretion of endocrine gland is hormone. In case of the exocrine gland, there is a duct present, but in case of the endocrine gland, there is no duct present. That is why it is called a ductless gland. The exocrine gland secretion does not enter into the blood vessel, but the secretions of the endocrine gland enters into the blood capillaries. The examples of exocrine gland are the mammary gland, the salivary gland, the sweat glands, and the examples of endocrine gland are the thyroid glands, pancreas, adrenal gland, etc. The systems of human body is made up of different organs and they are assigned a particular work. Like, for example, the digestive system is made up of so many organs like the stomach, the mouth, the esophagus, the liver, the intestine, small and large, etc. And they are assigned with the work of digestion of the food. Similarly, the endocrine system is also made up of different organs. Here they are called the glands, and also the hormones secreted from them. The endocrine system is assigned with the particular work of communicating between the different organs inside the body. So it is made up of the endocrine glands and the secreted hormones, and the hormones directly enter into the blood and they go to the target organ and bring about the desirable changes. There are different endocrine glands present in our body. Starting from the brain, we have the pineal gland, then we have the pituitary and the hypothalamus. At the neck region, we have the thyroid and the parathyroid gland. On the both sides of the trachea, we have the thymus gland. In the abdominal region, we have the pancreas gland. Then the adrenal glands on the top of the kidneys. And in male, we have the testis or testicles, and in case of female, ovary and placenta. So all of these glands are secreting some hormone. So these are called the endocrine glands. The first endocrine gland that we are going to discuss in detail is the thyroid gland. So where is the thyroid gland located? In our neck region, on both sides of the windpipe, the thyroid gland is located, as we can see in the picture. Now it is a bilobed gland. Bilobed means that it is having two lobes or two parts which are present on both sides of the trachea or the windpipe. It is just present below the larynx. The secreted hormone from the thyroid gland is thyroxine. The thyroxine needs iodine for production. So iodine is a very important component for keeping the thyroid gland healthy. That is why we take the iodized salt as part of our diet for entering iodine sufficiently inside our body so that the thyroid gland and the thyroxine can perform smoothly. The main functions of the thyroxine is that it speeds up the activities in the body, it regulates the metabolism rate in our body, it also helps in the growth of the infants, etc. A hormone that is secreted from a gland is secreted in a particular amount. And when it is secreted in a particular amount, then only the body becomes and stays in the homeostasis or balance or in healthy situation. If the hormone, any particular hormone is secreted more than the particular amount or less than the particular amount, then some deficiency disorders or some disorders of related with secretion can happen. When the thyroid hormone, that is the thyroxine, is secreted less than the particular amount, it is called hyposecretion or insufficient secretion. Now it can lead to many disease conditions. First one is simple goiter. Goiter causes the enlargement of the thyroid gland, and since the thyroid gland is present in the neck region of our body, the neck region swells up from the outside. Next is cretinism. Cretinism, it is present in mainly adults, and it is because of the insufficient or hyposecretion of the thyroid. Abnormal development, physical and mental retardation in infants, etc. can be seen. Another insufficient disorder can be seen by the insufficient secretion of thyroxine, which is called myxedema. It causes swelling on the face and the hand. Now, if the hormone is secreted more than the above level or particular level, it is called oversecretion or hypersecretion. That can also lead to some diseased condition, like the oversecretion of thyroxine leads to increased metabolic rate, heart rate, increased weight loss, etc. Cretinism is a disease condition due to hypothyroidism in the children, and myxedema is a hypothyroidism condition that is seen in the adults. The symptoms of cretinism is that the condition of severely stunted physical and mental growth. The physical and mental growth in normal course is retarded and it is hindered. Patient is dwarf with severe mental defect, not physical development or mental development occurs or takes place in normal pace. The skin of the patients become very coarse and dry. Deficient hair and teeth, not proper development of hair and teeth happens. The skeletal growth, that is the bone growth, is also retarded, so they do not increase in height. Reduced BMR, that means the reduced metabolic rate or basic metabolic rate. The symptoms of myxedema, that is the hypothyroidism condition in the adults, include hair dry, that is the hairs are very dry and they are very coarse and sparse, that is not enough amount of hair is present. The eyebrows become very thin on the lateral side, only the front side is present, the lateral side becomes very thin. The lower portion of the eyes, they become very swelled up because of deposition of water under the skin. It is called periorbital edema. And the skin of the face becomes very puffy and also dry.